Alright, budget magic time. Playing some mono red burn in Legacy of all places, and this is another hand we might regret keeping. Well, Swiftspear helps. It's a little land heavier than we would like. This deck really, the sweet spot is 2 lands to 3 lands. 2 lands in the opener, and then drawing 1 more over the next couple turns. 1 land, we have problems, and we also have problems when we get higher than that to like 4 land. So this is a questionable keep. We might end up regretting it. But drawing Swiftspear helps. Opponent plays a Dark Confidant. Yeah, there's another land we didn't want. Well, let's play Eidolon. Opponent dazes. Well, let's get in with Swiftspear. And opponent trades off with Dark Confidant. Alright, best turn. There's a big old Tarmogoyf. Oh, deck. Alright. Well, we're getting severely punished now. I guess this is an example of why you shouldn't keep land-heavy hands with this deck. Because there's always that risk. We kept a 4-lander, drew the Swiftspear that was good, and then just drew 2 more lands in a row, and now our chances of winning are pretty minimal. Oh, deck. Alright, land go. Yeah, this one's not what we're looking for. I guess we should have mulliganed. That's one of the things about playing decks like this. And one of the reasons I normally don't enjoy playing them as much, although I have been enjoying this Legacy deck, but it just feels like it's very high variance. So if you play a control deck and you draw a few too many lands, that's actually a fine thing. If you play a mid-range deck, that's also kind of a fine thing. In this deck, one of the easiest ways to lose games is just to draw a patch of lands in a row. And there's just not much you can do about it. Chain Lightning, so we can hit our opponent for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So basically, we were a spell short, if you look at it that way. And that's because we drew 7 lands, so. Alright, so this is Shardless Sultai or whatever. What do we want to fight this deck? Searing Blood kills most things. It doesn't kill Goyf, but it kills pretty much everything else. Dark Confidants, Shardless Agents. So I guess we can bring in Searing Bloods for that. And then maybe just run it like that. Let's try it like that. Hopefully we get a better hand. Or maybe I just need to mulligan more aggressively. I feel so weird mulliganing with this deck because you're just so dependent on resolving 6 to 7 spells, and when you mulligan it makes it much harder to do that. But when you have 4 lands, maybe you just gotta go for it. Alright, well, this hand is interesting. So Mountain and just Chain Lightning our opponent's face down to 17, pass the turn. Underground Sea for our opponent. Well, play the Mountain, pass the turn. I think since we know our opponent has days, let's play around the days here. Especially since we can Lightning Bolt playing around days. So bolt our opponent's face down to 14. Well, there's another Mountain. Play Eidolon. Resolves. Opponent cracks Misty. They're just going to kill Eidolon. Alright, there's Abrupt Decay. Opponent's down to 11. We're actually pretty close. We have 8 points of burn in hand, so assuming we don't get hit by any counters, we are a burn spell away from winning next turn if our opponent doesn't have a Force. And Force isn't a card you really would want in this matchup, so hopefully we don't draw another land and just draw basically any burn spell in our deck. Alright, opponent plays and cracks Misty. And there's a Hymn. That's bad news. Alright. Well, let's Price of Progress where opponent's tapped out. If we can resolve this Flame Rift, it's game over. Opponent ponders. We can play around days. I mean, our opponent could find a discard spell, another Hymn or something, but... Alright, there's another Hymn. Takes our Flame Rift. Cracks Delta. Alright, this means any burn spell wins us the game. If it resolves. Oh, no! Oh, no, 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 no. We have our opponent at 3. Ah, deck! Unbelievable! Oh, wow. There's a Goyf. That's a clock. Oh, my goodness. No. Well, now you see why I don't play Burn. Oh, wow. There's a price of progress. It wins us the game if it resolves. Unfortunately, we needed to draw, like, multiple burn spells there rather than all these lands that can easily be countered. Oh, my goodness. This is the worst. That's 8 lands in 15 cards in our 19 land deck. So this puts us in a position where we're going to have to go for it or else we're dead to the Goyf. Oh! Alright, well, yep, what can you do? We'll slam it. It gets countered. Game ends. Yep. Well... oh, I don't even know what to say. I mean, we have 19 lands in our deck. 6, 7, 8, 9. We literally drew half of our lands in our top 15 cards. Sometimes worth frowns on you, and it doesn't matter what you do. And this is one of those times.